Now next children, we are going to see the format of writing a letter. In what is a proper format or pattern, how to write a good, impressive and effective letter. I have divided this into two parts, formal and informal. Both we are going to see simultaneously and then compare. Okay, here is the formal letter and here is the informal. First, let us see the formal letter. As you all know, formal letters are written to the heads of the institutions, business organizations, editor of a newspaper, journal, periodical, magazines, etc. Or maybe the application to your institution head or the school. First of all, we have already discussed all these points, but now we are going to deal it in brief. Sender's address. You are writing the letter, so either the writer or sender's address you have to put here. In what format I have told you. The first line will contain the number of your house or area, colony, lane. Second line will contain the colony's name, or third line city, and then in the bracket you will put up the state. Then the receiver's address. In the formal letter, we have to write both the addresses. Remember, this is the basic difference between a formal and an informal letter. In a formal letter, we will write only the sender's, that is your address, if you are writing a letter. But in an informal letter, yes, and receiver's address also. To whomever you are writing a letter, that receiver's address also you have to mention in a formal letter. But in an informal letter, you will not write the receiver's address. Receiver's address will be pasted or written on the envelope when you will post the letter. So in the informal letter, you will only write your own address. Clear? Receiver's address. After the receiver's address in a formal letter, we will put the date. The proper format of writing the date I have already told you 2 times. Same thing you have to follow here. And below the date, we will leave one line. In both the letters, we will leave one line after writing the date. Means there should be some proper gapping between the date and the salutation. Need not to write the salutation just after the date. Leave one line at least. And then in the formal letter, salutation. And we will compare the salutation in the formal and informal both. In the formal letter, we can write more respectfully, most respectfully, or respected, sir or ma'am. Here you can also write in the pretty modern way, you can also write dear sir or madam. Yes, simply you can write dear sir to any head. After that, body. Body, I have already told you that in the body you are free to use commas and full stops, but in the address, salutation, subscription, complimentary clause, need not to put comma or full stop anywhere. The body you will write in brief language. You will express whatever you want to. Maybe complaints, maybe an inquiry, maybe an application for leave. Then after that, you may write thanks or thanking you. If you are writing thanks, no need to write you. If you are writing thanking, then you have to write you also. Thanking you or simply thanks. Then subscription. You already know what is subscription. That is yours sincerely. In formal letters, we put either yours sincerely or yours faithfully. Only these two, remember, only these two subscriptions. No need to get confused. After that, name and signature. I have already told you once, if you are putting your signature, that is sign, you have to write your full name and surname below it in a bracket. If you are not putting your signature, then directly after the subscription, write your full name and surname in the capital letters. Capital means the starting letters should be capital of the name and surname. Need not to put the bracket if there is no signature. And in case of leave applications to any institution, school, college, anywhere, if you are writing a leave application, you are supposed to put your class in whichever you are studying. Clear? Class is written only in case of applications. So this was the format of a formal letter. Now let us come to the informal. In an informal letter, sender's address will be the same like senders means writers. You are the writer, you will write your full address in the same style, name of the lane, then colony's name, city's name and state, full. After that, it is informal. No need to show any courtesy or formality. Anyway, we are not supposed to write the receiver's address. It is supposed to be written on the envelope. After that, directly after the sender's address, date will be followed. In the same pattern as I have told you, after the date, again leave a line. Then below the left line, you will write the salutation. Children, in case of informal letters, what salutation we are supposed to write? Either my dear or dear. If you are writing dear, you may write directly your friend's name if you are writing to your friends. Like dear Rohit, dear Akash, dear Saloni, dear whatever. Then if you are writing my dear, you can write my dear father, my dear mother, my dear uncle, or my dear and name of your friend. After this salutation, the body comes. In the body, again, you are free to put commas and full stops, and you will express your emotions and feelings to your near and dear ones, maybe to your friends and relatives, in short and sweet language. The letter should not become boring. It should not take a form of an essay. After that, body, subscription. Subscription means you already know the closure, complimentary close. You can write here like in the formal letter we have written here thanks. Here you may write with love. Okay, and below it then yours lovingly. I have told you once, if you are writing yours, then only two words will be there. Yours lovingly. You have to write an adverb here, lovingly. If you are writing only your, then your loving friend, your loving son, your loving daughter, your loving nephew, your loving niece, and so on. After this, you will write your name. Name, and then no surname is required. In an informal letter, always remember children, no need to put the surname after your name, because your dear and dear one, he or she knows your surname very well. If he or she is reading your letter and it doesn't sound good to write a surname in the informal letter, put only your name. Clear? That's all in the format of a letter. And now in the next lecture I am going to deal with some examples on each type of letters. That will make you all these things, all these rules, parts, formats clear, and you will be able to learn more nicely. Thank you.